Have you ever been on a date with a controlling man before? What was your experience like? Did you give him a second chance or did you run for your life? Before we get right into the video clip of a lady that experienced a bad date with a man, a controlling man, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe. Thank you. Let's have a look at the video.
Can I be honest about something? I was just thinking that you were going to be a little more calm, which is what I'm looking for. But
can you give like an example of how I wasn't quote unquote calm?
Okay, yeah. The table next to us singing happy birthday and then you obnoxiously singing happy birthday out loud with them was kind of embarrassing. That was very inappropriate to me and honestly immature.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I feel like if it's not a good match, that's totally fine. I just feel like you unloading on me right now is just a lot for meeting each other 3 hours ago.
I get it, but communication is important, obviously, right? That's key to a relationship, so I'm communicating how I feel.
Okay.
And this is how I feel, and moving forward, beautiful personality. Obviously, you're a beautiful girl, but you acting like that isn't what I want to marry.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to put you in check so that you
I don't really think I like that specific verbiage.
Oh, sorry. So I'm not trying to put you in check. I'm just trying to make you aware so that you and I can maybe progress and see where this goes and give it another chance. One more thing though, sorry.
It was a little 6-year-old girl. She was very excited.
And but was that your family or did you know anyone?
No, I just feel like the energy that you're giving off right now is very like bah humbug. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with spreading a little joy. And she seemed very happy that I was singing along too. I'm sorry if that rubbed you the wrong way. That wasn't my intention.
I want to take a sophisticated moment.
Okay.
That's classy. That's not going to get loud, especially when we're on our first date. You're mine. When we were on the date, it was between me and you. I felt like you. Okay, you're not mine. But on the date, it was a one-on-one situation, and you bringing a 6-year-old into it with her whole entire family.
Oh my God.
You wearing that for other people to be able to see you because
he said he wants to date a sophisticated, classy woman. He wants to put her in check, and he said she's his on the first date. So he's feeling embarrassed because the lady decided to celebrate with a 6-year-old child. That child was celebrating his birthday, so he feels embarrassed. He's not happy with what she did. And he felt the need to have such a conversation with her. The red flag is more than a flag. It is a red billboard. It's just all over the place. Even the blind can't see it. Let's see what people are saying in the comment section. I just looked at your profile. You were a Disney princess. You will always sing and engage with the happy around you. May God bring you a man that will sing with you. It would be a green flag for me if my date sang along with happy birthday to a random child in a restaurant. Shows you're spontaneous, fun, and care about others. Mad at you for singing happy birthday for your 6-year-old? Run very fast and far from this BS. Dating that man will be very exhausting. He comes across to be those type of men that want to control everything about a lady, even the air that she takes in. He tells you who to talk to, who not to talk to. I don't know if I should call him a narcissistic man because he's giving off that vibe. They would want to isolate you from others, have you to themselves, believe they own you, then they want to control you and tell you what to do. Wait. People don't join in singing happy birthday at restaurants when you're at the very next table, especially when it's a kid. I guess I've been doing it wrong. No, you've not been doing it wrong. The man is the one with the problem. What is he even talking about? That communication is key in a relationship. Like, yes, of course it is, but sir, it is the first date. If he's acting like this on a first date, what then do you think he would do should they get married? It's definitely going to be worse. Your light is so beautiful. It was so bright that poor baby felt dimmed down and it hurt his fragile ego. Never stop spreading your light. We need it in these dark times. Run, don't walk away. His verbal slips puts you in check, your mind. Speaks volume to his controlling, gaslighting much. Some men love to be the center of attention, so he felt bad that she wasn't focusing everything, her mind, her spirit and soul on him. He felt like the little child took that away from him. He's pissed. He got upset. He felt defeated by the little child. He wanted her to make the restaurant date about him, but it didn't work out, so he felt frustrated. There is a part 2 to the video. Let's have a look.
Oh my God.
You were wearing that for other people to be able to see you because, let's be clear, you're trying to impress only one person. It looked to me like you were trying to impress a whole room with you yelling and carrying on, wearing what you were wearing. Like you succeeded. I'm sure you got a lot of attention. I just don't like that kind of attention. So just moving forward.
Okay, and that's so, okay, no, I actually don't think there is a moving forward. To be so real with you, this attitude that you're giving right now is not the kind of man that I would want to date. So we can just...
Or is it me being truthful?
No, I think there's a way that you can deliver information that isn't the way that you're delivering it. And clearly, like, it didn't work out. So you could have just said, hey, I had fun. I don't think it's a match. Like, best of luck. Which, you know,
I had a good time. I just don't think that you were doing things that me in the future would, you know, want to continue to happen. So I'm telling you now, these are the things I want you to fix.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's where you got me messed up, because there's nothing that I did that I need to fix. I am who I am. And so you can actually just stop the car right now. I can get a ride.
I'm already driving, so...
Just don't want to spend the next 30 minutes in a car with you after that presentation.
Okay, but I'm also not going to drop you off wearing what you're wearing in the middle of the road for you.
Oh, okay. No, I actually...
You're seriously going...
No, seriously.
No. Hold on. Wait, why?
What do you mean?
What are you tripping? I was communicating with you, dude. I was communicating with how I felt. I'm not saying that I want this to be done. I'm just telling you what you did wrong and how we can fix this moving on.
You don't tell women what they do wrong on a first date. It just doesn't work out. And no, stop the car. I'm serious. That was actually...
You're seriously going to leave it? Wow.
Best of luck. Hope you find that conservative girl you're looking for.
What a controlling man. Let's see what people are saying in the comment section. I'm telling you what you did is wrong and how you can fix it. Who does he think he is? Who does he think he is? It is just a first date. Even if he's a husband, he has no right to speak to her in that manner. That was after the first date. That's horrifying, and I'm sorry you went through that. Don't change who you are because some touched can't handle confidence and lack his own. I think so. He's suffering from insecurity and low self-esteem. I'm sorry you experienced that and happy you got out safely. I'm glad she did. You're gorgeous and it intimidated him. He knew you were out of his league. That is also part of the problem. Babe, next time in this situation, do not argue back. I totally agree with this person. One, she's in the person's car, in the man's car. She doesn't know if he's got a gun in there. You don't know what he has in his car. Remember, she said that was the first date. So for security purposes, you don't argue. If a man says what you did is wrong, accept it because you are in his car and he's the one driving. So you need to think about safety. You're putting yourself in extreme danger. Just agree, then call 911 and have them help or quietly bail. This could have been so much worse. She's right. On the first date with a man, I would always advise that the lady should take herself to the venue of the date and also take herself back. If you choose to catch a bus, that's okay. If you choose to drive yourself or use a taxi, that's okay. I don't think you should expect the man to be the one to take you because you don't know the man's intentions. You don't know if his intentions are genuine towards you. You don't know what the outcome of the date is going to be. Maybe you guys might have a big problem and then he might become upset at you. You don't know if he's planning to take your life. You don't know. So this person you're meeting, you don't know who the person is. You don't know what the person is capable of. So it's important for you to think about all this before going on a date with a total stranger and depending on that person to drive you home. It's very risky, extremely risky. In this case, what she did was very risky, arguing with him and doing that in his car. Obviously, that man got pissed. For him not to want to let her leave the car means that he was pissed already. And he was hoping she would give him a second chance. Like, how do you expect her to give you a second chance when you spoke to her in that manner and you were pissed that she shared the attention you were seeking from her with a 6-year-old child and the child's family? You're already sounding weird. How do you then expect her to want to go on a second date with you? So for safety reasons, please do not depend on a man to take you back home on your first date.
What I find funny, if you ever ask a man what he would do if he ever woke up in a woman's body and got the chance to be a woman for 7 days straight, it would never be go to church, find a homely man and try to settle down and get married and cook and clean and take care of children. They gonna look at it like, I'm about to get an OnlyFans. I'm about to be a stripper. I'm about to do video calls. I'm about to go for everybody. They might even go, some men and women, they just gonna go out there and be completely reckless. They're not about to be walking around here super duper classy with turtlenecks and trousers. No. Look how they move as men. Imagine them as women. They out here because it's way easier for us to be with who we want and get what we want as opposed to them being with who they can. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't even let that affect me. Like, dude, if you was a woman, you would not be sitting up here doing stuff that you expect women to do. Like, they feel like we have privilege as a woman. You know what I mean? Especially if you're attractive and have a nice body and you're young and stuff like that. They know what's going on. So that's why I feel like a lot of men be jealous of women. You know what I mean? Like, they be wanting to have a certain type of privilege. So, you know, I don't really pay attention to that shit. You know? Like, I don't have time for it. Then they be coming at me, and under my post, it'd be like a DL assassination, and I'm just not in the mood, you know?
Most men, if not all men, love sex. They think sex, they dream sex, they breathe sex. Some men don't like to be responsible. They don't want to take care of themselves. They don't want to do things for themselves. They expect women to always fix them, to do house chores for them and do all that for them. So, should they become women? I don't think they would want to do all that, because in the first place, they don't like it. The other time I made a video, I said if men have same opportunity as women have when it comes to getting pregnant and giving birth, most men would say no to having children. Most men would not want to have children. They wouldn't want to go through the process because it's difficult, it's painful. They wouldn't want to go through that painful process. They would rather stay without having children. So it's easier for men to demand things from women, things they know they cannot do for themselves or even do for the next person. Most men are all about sex. Let's see what people are saying in the comment section. They literally would be hers. Sleeping around is the only answer I have heard. Male are low vibration, low frequency. It's natural to stoop to the lowest common level and always focus on the physical. My cousin said he would be a millionaire in a day if he had my body, my blood relative. It's always sexual for them. Yeah, they think about sex all the time. My boyfriend told me he would be a stay-at-home girlfriend and would never work, just get provided for. What does this tell you? A lot of men envy women. They wish they could be in our shoes. That is for those men that are providing for their women. A lot of providers are not happy being providers. They feel like they have to do what they have to do because the society expects them to do that. They feel obligated to do that. If they have the opportunity, which they actually have anyways, if they had the opportunity not to do that, they wouldn't do that. You know, men are all about status, being recognized, what the society thinks of them and all that. If you take that out, most men wouldn't want to be providers. I'm not even saying all men are providers. If you take that out, some of those men that are providers wouldn't want to be providers. Some of them wish they could be provided for the way they are providing for their women. Yeah. They talk about how they would objectify their own body. So if men are talking about how they would objectify their own body, what does that tell you? They don't care who they're having sex with, they just want to have sex. This explains why men can easily have sex with animals without even thinking about it. And I've spoken about this before on this channel. I'm not even making it up. Yeah, some men do have sex with goats, turkey, ram, cow, you can name it. Their quest and thirst for sex explains why a lot of men are always on OF.
I make more than a doctor and I capitalize off of men. You guys are my biggest fans, even if you're haters. I made over $400,000 last year and it is all because of you. So you guys want to keep clowning on work, keep it up, because if you guys just came together as a whole, as men, we wouldn't be in business. We are profiting off of you. Thank you. Keep subscribing to our and keep talking shit about sex workers because we are making so much more money and I'm about to be out $1 million this year. So keep it up.
It's all about sex for most men. Same men would go on platforms like that and patronize those ladies behind closed doors in secret when they are not being watched. They will still come on social media to tear those ladies down. They would go on podcasts to say trash about those ladies. The question here is this: who are the people patronizing those people if not men? Men are hypocritical. They have double standard. They talk from different sides of their mouth. They are using those ladies to quench their sexual urge and at the same time making those ladies rich. And when those ladies come out to talk about the amount of money they make from their work, same men will be angry and pissed that a lady is as wealthy as that. A lady has such an amount of money. Are they not sick in the head? Is something not wrong with men that think that way? You made someone rich and you're upset that they are rich, because in men's world, women are not supposed to be wealthy. We are supposed to depend on men for wealth. The comment section is not different from how men behave. It's not different from men exhibiting their hypocritical nature, their double standard. In the comment section, they were trolling those ladies, saying when they get to their 30s or they're going to be lonely, it's always, oh, you're going to be lonely, no one is going to be there for you. Why are they always quick to say women will be lonely, no man is going to be there for her, no one want to choose you? Why is that always their go-to line whenever they want to tear down women in their 30s and above? Let's see what people are saying in the comment section. Here they go. Millions without dignity. She's not wrong. You can hate what she does and who she is, but she's not wrong. Obviously, she's not wrong because men are the ones patronizing the ladies on those platforms. Obviously, not women. Women are trying to put their lives together. We are trying to make something work for us. We are trying to focus on our children, our family. So men are obviously the ones patronizing women on that platform. I give you 20 years to 30 years, she will be on another podcast crying about her past. So women are the only ones with past. Men don't have past. I see 40 and single and lonely. Really? They usually don't have other lines to use to drag women. It's always 40, 30, lonely. Sad to admit, but she's right. She is right. Even the blind can see it. What does this tell you? Men are all about sex. They're willing to do anything to have it, to have access to a woman's body. Like I said, they are very hypocritical and they have double standard. The way men behave is the way some religions are. Example, Christianity. Those people are very hypocritical as well. They have double standard as well. That makes sense because men own Christianity. Ladies, there is no shame in being single. There is no shame in choosing to live by yourself in your 30s, in your 40s. There is no shame in wanting to live a relationship that is obviously not serving you. So don't let what men are saying online or what they're saying offline deter you from being a best version of yourself and living for yourself. Let's have a look at this video.
There is no shame in being single in your 30s. I'm 36. I'm single and I'm divorced. I'm all the things that people would associate with failure, and yet I'm the most content and happy that I've been for a long time. So many people think being single is the worst thing that can happen. But what's worse is settling for the wrong person and being in a relationship for the sake of ticking a box. Being single means you get to pour all of the love you have to give into yourself, so that when the right person does come along, you love and value yourself enough to not accept less than you deserve.
To the girls dating married men, especially my husband, I write to you this letter not as a wife but as a mother. A mother of 3 with the 4th kicking beneath my ribs. A mother who knows the weight of silence. Do you ever wonder about the woman whose ring you ignore? The one who's built a life with the man you now call yours. Do you think of me when he's breathing heavily on your flat tummy? Do you think of me when you kiss him? Or do you just close your eyes and pretend they don't exist? To the girls dating married men, especially my husband, I am the one who held his hands through the storm, who wiped his tears when the world was too much, who carried his children in my body, stretch marks like battle scars, proof of the love I gave him when it was not easy. I am the one who stayed. But you are the one who takes. You take his time and his lies and you call it love. But love doesn't sneak in the shadows. Love doesn't break vows or promises. Love doesn't leave a pregnant woman wondering if she's enough. Do you know what it feels like to carry life while your heart is breaking? To feel the kick of a child who will never know the father you thought you had? Do you know what it's like to lie to your children? To tell them daddy is waking late while I know he's waking on you? I don't hurt you. Please don't pity me. Because one day you will be me. One day you'll be the woman waiting for a man who's never coming home. You will know the taste of betrayal. But until then, you can have him. Take the pieces of a man he's become. The one who forgets his vows. But also know this. You're not the first. And you won't be the last. And when he leaves you too, don't say I didn't warn you. You're spoiled. Greatness.
So how do we judge this right now? Should we blame the side chick or should we blame the husband? Personally, for me, I think she is directing the message to the wrong person, saying you were there for the man. If the man appreciated all the sacrifices you made for him, I don't think he would be out there sleeping with someone else. Let's also have this at the back of our mind. Men are good liars. They lie. They tell women different stories. That lady he might be out there with might not even know that he's married, might not even know that you exist. So, just not to always get it wrong, it's right for us to focus our energy on the person that betrayed the trust, not the person that he's moving on with. Oftentimes, I see people say women supporting women. That does not always work out. The bitter truth is that women, we are our biggest enemy. Within womanhood or womenhood, there is hatred, strife, anger, jealousy, name it. Those does not exist amongst women alone. Men also have their own share of it. What does it say? It means that it's part of human tendency, it's part of nature, it's part of being a human. We have a tendency to envy people, to be jealous. So if you understand this, you would not be expecting your next neighbor to always be nice to you because you're a nice person. No, you need to face the world for what it is. Or because you feel like you're a woman, you're expecting the next woman to understand your pain. No, don't think that way. Channel your energy, your anger to the right person, which is the husband, the person you had an agreement with, the person you signed a paper, a marriage, whatever agreement you have with that man. It's the man, not the person, not the other lady, because you feel like she's a lady and you're a lady, she should be more understanding. Stop thinking that way, because a lot of people don't care about you. Why should she even understand? Don't get me wrong, I'm not in any way supporting those women that sleep with married men, no. But I'm speaking about reality. I'm saying things for what they are. People don't care about people in this world. That's the truth, the bitter truth. Most people are after their own pockets and what they stand to gain, regardless of the gender. Understanding how life works would make you to expect less from people. Stop expecting a woman to understand because she's a woman. No, don't do that. Let's see what some ladies are saying in the comment section. The problem is that you wives don't let your husbands breathe under the same roof with you, so they decide to look for peace and I will never be you. You should actually thank the side chicks because they bring happiness to your husbands after stressing them. Those comments were made by women. That is what I'm saying, because you're thinking straight, you think the next person is thinking straight as you are thinking, or maybe you're thinking left and you think the next person is thinking left because the next person is a woman. No, everyone is on this earth for themselves. Always have that at the back of your mind. And this explains why people can harm people without thinking about the person's emotions and feelings. It explains why men can be wicked and callous, can be selfish without thinking about how their action might harm or hurt the woman they are maltreating. So just know that everyone is selfish on this planet. Women are more selfless than men are. So do not expect your fellow woman to know what is right and do what is right. Some people would say what is right is relative. Some people don't go by the standard of what is right, what is supposed to be right. What is right to you might not be right to the next person. To some women out there, going after married men is the goal, is the way to choose a man, because the man has already proven that he can keep a woman at home, he has money. So that's the best people to go after. To them, going after a single man is a gamble because you're not sure if the man can take care of your wife. But when you see a married man that is spending on his family, that's a good target. So just know that people are here on this earth for different reasons. Stop expecting good from people. Stop expecting things from people so you don't feel disappointed or you don't get disappointed at the end of the day. I'm not saying that you should become a bad person. Be good, do good, but do not expect people to pay you in the same coin at the end of the day. If they do, good. If they don't, move on. To all the ladies out there that destroy relationships when you know a man is taken, won't have a happy home and shall be used for ritual so others can learn from it. A friend of mine is dating our boss at work. The boss is married. It breaks my heart to see her waste away her life and ruin another woman's home. I hope she knows that karma sits in the backyard. Yeah, sometimes you just let nature fight. Karma does not miss it. Let nemesis catch up with people, but don't be the one to fight them or expect. No, don't expect. Nature will deal with them. Nature has principles. This earth we live in has laws and principles. I'm not talking about the principle that man made, no. The principle that governs our existence. The principle of humanity. That's what I'm talking about. If you'd love to watch more videos like this, click this video to watch some tactics that men use to play women, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.